Hello every pony and welcome to Brony FanFics. Today, my little fanfiction by Alex. From what I've seen just skimming over this, it's just a silly, stupid one. I mean, it's only 2 pages and it probably won't even take me 10 minutes to read. But if you're still feeling like it, give it a listen. Just don't expect much. So, my little fanfiction by Alex. It was a bright and sunny day in Ponyland. You know it's not going to be good when it's called Ponyland. Well, unless that's like the world, I don't know. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. It was a bright and sunny day in Ponyland when Rainbow Dash couldn't find her favourite hat. Oh no! Oh no! Where's my favourite hat? Rainbow Dash exclaimed, looking through her closet. It was full of all her favourite clothes and jewellery, from necklaces to sunglasses to scarves and her new boots. There were a bunch of hats hanging on the wall from pegs, and one was missing. I thought I put it back, she asked, looking all around for it. She eventually gave up and decided to search somewhere else. She left her closet and decided to look around her room. She looked through her dresser under her bed, and in her other closet, but the hat was just nowhere to be found. I really wish I had my hat, Rainbow Dash sadly said. The blue Pegasus left her room and tried to look around her house for her favourite hat. It was blue with pretty feathers on it and a bit of glitter that made it shine in the light. Dash loved to wear it around, and when she went flying, so she would show it off to all her pony friends like Charlie and Surprise and Posy. They didn't have pretty hats like hers, so it made her really special. It made her feel really special, and that's why she missed it so much. Now, where can I have left my hat? Dash asked, leaving her room, but not before grabbing a fashionable necklace and putting it on. It couldn't replace her hat, but it would have to do. Maybe I left it in the kitchen, she explained, trotting into the kitchen happily. The happily disappeared, though as she got into the kitchen and couldn't see her hat. She even looked in the cabinets and drawers and the refrigerator. Even though the refrigerator is a silly place to put a hat. Dash was about to get sad again, but then she remembered she was the coolest and prettiest pony in all of Ponyland, and she couldn't be 20% cooler if she was sad. I just have to keep looking. Rainbow Dash went to the next closet room, which was the living room. Closest room, which was the living room. It was round and stylish looking and full of fancy furniture that Dash picked out because it looked the best. She looked around the sofa and chairs, but her hat wasn't found. But I've lost my way. It was round and stylish looking and full of fancy furniture that Dash picked out because it looked the best. She looked around the sofa and chairs, but her hat wasn't found. She even looked under the furniture, but there was nothing but the dust which made her sneeze. I'm running out of rooms to check, Dash thought, starting to panic a little bit. She went into the laundry room and looked around for her hat. She flew up to the top of the room and looked along all the shelves. Then she checked the washer. She looked inside, but there were only some wet clothes and not her head. Wait, what? She looked inside, but there were only some wet clothes and not her head. Dash looked into the dryer and even stuck her head all the way inside, but it was just empty, with two Y's. She frowned as she pulled her head out and suddenly walked out the room. Her rainbow mane and tail started to droop because that's how sad she was. The last room she checked was the bathroom, which was really clean and nice looking because that's how she liked it. She checked inside the bathtub, but there was no hat. She looked under the sink, but there was no hat. She looked in the cupboard and on the top of the cupboard, but there was no hat at all. This is the last place my hat could have been, so I guess I've lost it forever, Dash finally said to herself. She walked back into her room and started to cry a little bit because it was her favourite hat ever. All the ponies loved her hat, and always said how good it looked. And now it was gone forever. Dash collapsed on her bed and cried more. But then she looked up and saw the mirror across from her bed. She saw the reflection and after a few seconds she gasped as she noticed the hat was on her head. Dash laughed for a really long time because it was silly that she got so worried over a hat that was on her head the whole time. After finishing laughing, she put her hat back in the spot in her closet and then went to tell her friends the funny story about how she lost her hat and looked through her house to find it, only to find it was actually on her head the whole time. The end. I don't even... I'll let you decide if that was really worth your time. FanFiction is just going to be brilliant when they barely know any of the canon and there are grammatical errors. Yeah, that was one doozy of a fanfiction. I don't think I'll ever forget that. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed that abomination. And, as always, keep spreading the magic of friendship, and I'll see you next time.